Hey guys, so I just recently went to Sephora and I purchased the new Fenty Beauty Sun Stalk'r bronzer. I'm going to be trying on the new bronzer here. I will show you guys how it looks at the end of the day as well. So yeah, I am so excited because these bronzers looked so amazing when they were released and I just had to get my hands on one of these bronzers. I swatched a couple of the shades. The one that I went with is called Private Island. I felt like it would go more with my skin tone. I'm a light medium to medium skin tone. So yes, I am so excited to try it. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sylvia. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell to get notified when I upload a new video, and give this video a thumbs up. So this is the packaging. Definitely Fenty Beauty packaging. This right here is a little bit of like a bronze label. Kind of goes with like the theme of the bronzers. So the inside of the box is just normal, and when you take out the bronzer, it looks like this. Oh my god, it is one of the prettiest packagings I've seen for a bronzer. I just love this packaging. It is plastic and it's like the kilowatt highlighter packaging, but except the whole packaging is rose gold. This is the back. It says Private Island. I don't know if you guys can see that. Really into the packaging. When you open it, it does come with a little plastic thing that protects the bronzer. And then this is how it looks on the inside. So it does have the white edges, just like the kilowatt highlighters, and then it has the FB there in the middle engraved in the bronzer. It comes with a mirror. Very compact. I can definitely see myself traveling with this bronzer very easily, and it's not hard to open. If you guys are wondering if it's like hard to open, but definitely not that easy to open either. So the bronzer is $30 and you get 6.23 grams or 0.22 ounces. So I think that's a pretty decent amount of product. The price point is a little high, $30 plus taxes, but I did feel the formula in store, and let me tell you guys, this bronzer feels like a dream. So Fenty Beauty and Rihanna came out with 8 different shades, which I think it's amazing because you don't really see bronzers being released like that. There's like 1 or 2 bronzers that brands release and that's it. So the fact that they released 8 different bronzers for different skin tones, I think it's freaking amazing. This is why we love Fenty Beauty, because they just always think about inclusivity, which is so important nowadays. I feel like nobody should feel like they're being left out and that they should have the opportunity to try out a product that is released, and that's like one of the things that I really love about Fenty Beauty. So online it says that this is a long wear transfer resistant bronzing powder, smooth, creamy, and easy to blend. This lightest air bronzer gives you a sun-soaked glow that stays put all day. So we're gonna see that because I am just gonna show you guys at the end of the day how the bronzer looks. When I look at this bronzer really close up, I don't see any shimmer. There are definitely bronzers out there that have just a little bit of shimmer. I'm not a big fan of those type of bronzers just because I do have textured skin and oily skin. You know, sometimes they tend to make me look a little bit more oily or accentuate the texture on my skin. So I do like that it doesn't have any kind of shimmer. So when I feel the bronzer, it just feels so soft. Probably one of the softest bronzers I have ever felt. Swatch it here on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna layer it here on the back of my hand so you guys are able to see the shade. Another thing that I noticed is that when I'm swatching the shade, it's like very buildable, so it doesn't go on very pigmented, which I like that in a bronzer because I want it to be buildable. It is definitely like a warm bronzer. I have already done my foundation. I'm wearing the Fenty Pro Filter foundation in shade 220. Alright, so first I'm gonna apply the bronzer as eyeshadow. Okay, so I just zoomed in and I'm gonna apply it here in my crease and just blend it upwards. I'm gonna apply it on my lower lash line also. I'm using a pencil brush. This is the Sigma E30 brush, and I'm just applying it on the outer. I think it looks really good. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on the rest of my face. I'm gonna use this Wayne Goss fan brush. It's the 24S. Put the brush in here. It doesn't have a lot of kickback and it's not powdery, so that's pretty good. Tap on the back of my hand and then just start bronzing this face. because it looks a little pale right now. I start from the top of my ear and then bring it towards the front, and I blend upwards. So you always want to blend upwards. You never want to blend down here because then it's gonna start looking muddy. I am gonna bake right here just to clean up the edges. Wow. Okay, so that already warmed up my face. So definitely gives such a beautiful bronze. Wow. So I like to get really close to my hairline just so that it looks really natural. You want to always apply bronzer where the sun is gonna hit. So like your cheekbones, your forehead, the nose. I'm gonna apply bronzer on my nose just to like contour with the bronzer. It's not gonna be like a harsh contour. If you guys are wondering what lipstick I'm wearing the 22 lip liner by Kylie Cosmetics all over my lips, and then on top I'm wearing Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb right on top. And I am living for this lip combo. Get rid of that double chin. Alright, so I wanted to apply the bronzer on one side of my face just so you guys can see the difference on the warmth that the bronzer gives and the difference. A clean brush, and I'm just gonna blend everything out just to make sure there's like no harsh lines. Just make sure everything's blended. Alright guys, so this is with the bronzer and this is without the bronzer. As you guys can see, this side looks really flat. This has more dimension. It looks like I was out in the sun, and it definitely warmed up my skin, and I feel like this shade is perfect for my skin tone. Yeah, I love how the bronzer is looking so far. It just looks very smooth. It's not accentuating any texture. So seamless, no patchiness at all, and it applies very nicely as well, and it blends out really nicely too. I'm gonna apply it on the other side now and finish up. So another thing about this bronzer is that in the ingredients it does contain papaya extract and also mango fruit extract, which they don't really talk about it on the website, or like at least not on Sephora. It didn't say anything about those ingredients, which I feel like those are really good ingredients to have in the bronzer because like it makes it creamy and smooth. It does contain talc if you want to know that information, because I know some people don't like to use talc in their products. I feel like my neck looks a little white, so I'm gonna apply some of the bronzer. If you feel the same way too, like if your neck looks a little bit white or it's not matching up with your foundation, you can bring down the bronzer up to your neck and then it'll make it look like you have a tan. Alright guys, so now I feel like I have been outside and I have a tan, and I just love how this bronzer looks. I feel like the shade is just perfect for my skin tone because I have yellowish undertone, sometimes neutral undertone, but I feel like this bronzer just balances out my skin tone. I'm gonna apply a little bit of blush now, and I'm just gonna use this BH Cosmetics blush palette, just a little bit. Alright, I applied way too much blush. Blend it out with this brush again. Alright, I'm also going to grab some of the Fenty Beauty powder and apply it on my jaw just to kind of clean up the edges. So if you feel like you applied maybe too much bronzer or it came down too much, you can apply powder right here. A little bit of powder right here in the middle of my forehead. Alright, so I'm going to let that bake a little bit. I'm going to apply just a little bit of brightening powder underneath my eyes. I'm using the KKW Beauty brightening powder in the shade number 1. Just apply it right under in the inner corner of my eyes. I feel like the shade number 1 might just be a little too bright for my skin tone, and I kind of want to grab like a different shade. I'm waiting to like just kind of run out of that one first, and then I'm gonna get like shade number 2 and the KKW brightening powder. Kind of feel like using a trophy wipe today to highlight, so I'm gonna So I'm just gonna grab a little of Trophy Wife. Just a tiny amount. It looks pretty good. If you apply too much, then it definitely looks yellow. All the products that I used in the video, I will link it down below. Apply some on my eyes too. Definitely looks really pretty on the eyes. I like how it looks on the eyes. I'm also gonna apply mascara. I'm using the Sigma Sinuosity Lash Mascara. I've been really liking this mascara for my bottom lashes, and as you guys know, I do have a Sigma Beauty code. It's SilviaMBeauty if you want to get a discount on their products on their website. Alright, I'm gonna take this powder off. You see how they just cleaned that up. Alright, so to set my face, I'm going to use the Dewy Set by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Just to set everything. That smells so good. I love how the bronzer looks. It looks really good. Look at that trophy wife highlighter, girl. I forgot how good this highlighter is, and I'm wearing just a little bit of trophy wife. You guys remember I swatched it on the back of my hand. It's still there, and even if I go like this, it's not coming off. So I do feel like it is transfer proof because it is a mirror finish. It does get dirty, so you guys can see right here, it did get dirty, but you do have to like constantly probably clean it. All right, so I will come back, show you guys how my makeup looks at the end of the day. Right now it's 4:45 p.m. so it is a little bit later in the day, but I go to sleep late, so I will still show you guys how the bronzer looks. It's about to be 12 a.m. here, and I'm ready to go to sleep and take off this makeup. I wanted to show you guys how the bronzer looked at the end of the day. Obviously my skin got oily because I have oily skin, so the bronzer is still on. So yeah, I think it lasted a pretty good amount, so I just wanted to check in with you guys at the end of the day. So far is really good. I like the shade. Yeah, that's it. So overall, I really love the new stalk'r bronzer by Fenty Beauty, and I definitely would recommend it. I think it is worth the $30. The formula is amazing. When you feel it with your fingers, you can definitely tell that it is a really good formula, and it is not powdery, and it feels very creamy and smooth. I'm so happy they came out with bronzers. They're definitely coming out with a whole bunch of products. Let me know in the comment section if you are going to be going out and grabbing one of the bronzers, trying it out. I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!